Well done. You said you were working on it. You got it done. How did it go down?
It was great. Chris, you know, in my job, there's a lot of ups and there's a lot of downs, and there's nothing better than welcoming somebody home. Cassinia was super happy. Her boyfriend was over the moon. And I want to say this all stems from a lot of efforts from her family, from you, but it was unbelievable.
What did it take to get her out? Did we like wind up giving like 10 assassins back or anything like that, or, you know, arms dealers?
We did. It was a trade. And so it was a goodwill trade between two countries, between us and Russia. And we did let go one nonviolent criminal for her.
Let me ask you something. You know they're not acting in good faith. You know they just take people as chits. How do you negotiate with somebody who you know is just really abusing everything that's supposed to matter? Like, how do you deal with them on those terms?
I have two jobs for the American people. One is if there's Americans abroad, I want to bring them home. And the second is to keep Americans home safe. So you're right. The question that you're asking me refers to the second portion of the job in terms of how you keep a barrier around it. In this particular case, this is in the context of a broader deal between countries, we hope. I think, you know, Steve Witkoff headed over to Russia, and this is really a goodwill gesture. So it's part of a broader, you know, kind of de-escalation. If that were to work, then I think we should have all Americans from Russia home. So that's my hope. If that doesn't work, then we need to go to plan 2 to get all the Americans home in Russia.
Adam, I'm watching this video of her getting off. First of all, did you get a chance to talk to her?
Yes, I spoke to her both on the plane and then afterward.
Did she, like, give me a little of that color in terms of, like, when she was able to accept, you know, because you know how it is, right? They've got to have suspended disbelief to survive, right? They can't have hope. Paul Whelan talks about it so well that you can't just say maybe tomorrow, because you go crazy. It breaks your heart. What was that like for her to finally realize she could let go, that she was actually coming home, it was real?
Cassinia had spent about 14 months in a Russian penal colony. And so that's pretty, the conditions are not particularly pleasant. She described it to me as the summer camp from hell, because you have a specific tied schedule. People are pretty dreary. I asked her if she had any friends, and she said some acquaintances, but people don't talk. People are depressed to be there. She got a sense that she was coming out about 2 days before they moved her to solitary confinement, and she heard a little bit of TV about visits, so that let her know. And so yesterday morning when she was released, she was elated. I spoke to her on the phone, and she was, look, everybody is very happy to be out when they're out. She was really happy. She was elated. She hadn't seen Chris in such a long time. So you could tell she was, I mean, she was very appreciative.
Who is the guy in the green jacket? Isn't he a filmmaker?
Yeah, he's, what's his name, Peter Jackson. I think
it's Peter Berg, right?
I might be messing up his name. Excuse me, Peter Berg. Thanks for giving me that. It is Peter Berg.
What's he doing
it's
there?
Peter Berg. And so, yeah, he was real. So it turns out that her boyfriend, Chris, boxes at the gym that Peter Berg owns. And Peter Berg was involved, as actually was Dana White, UFC CEO Dana White, was also active in pushing a release.
Bravo to Dana White for using his power and cachet. And Berg also. He's a real fight fan, but it's great that they put their currency behind this because every little bit helps. Adam, thank you so much for the work that you did on the part of this young woman and her family and so many others. And I know it doesn't get a lot of love because we're in a very negative headspace, I would argue with good reason. But we have to recognize the good outcomes as well, and thank you for making one happen.
So thank you. I want to recognize you because the press and the focus that you put on a really good thing here made a difference in somebody's home sleeping safe tonight because of it.
That's what NewsNation is about. I'm just so happy for them. Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget, Click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.